Hi Leo, my ascendant brothers and sisters, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store for us. And this week, your key to the week from the monthlies, so for the third week of February, was the Tower card, right? So this can be about change, upheaval, rebellion, rebellious nature. Sometimes when you see the Tower card, it does advise you that things are about to go wrong, or there could be some sort of catastrophic event. Sometimes it can be a physical event, sometimes it can be an emotional one, a mental one, a spiritual one even. You know, I've seen the Tower card, depending on certain cards that attended, you know, represent complete spiritual crisis, you know, when somebody's just in that sort of inner turmoil. But for me, the ultimate meaning, the ultimate goal of the Tower card and what it's trying to show you is that there is freedom, liberation, and peace on the other side of whatever you are experiencing or whatever you're about to experience now. So when you see this card, yes, you know what it means, but also know that it actually has some really great meanings, because sometimes it can free you from a situation that is stuck or has never seen any movement. All right, so your actions and path ahead this week, we have the Moon card. So this is about you really going over the past with a fine-tooth comb. Look at this, right? Really paying attention to your mind, to your subconscious. Pay attention to your dreams this week, Leo, because you could be getting some really deep insights. You could also be starting to really understand where things are going. This is really interesting to me because as I'm recording this, I woke up this morning from a really interesting dream. Had a look at some of the symbolism and stuff and was like, okay, so a little bit scary, but actually that's kind of cool, right? So, and this is the energy that I pick up from this card. Whenever you see the Moon card, it is your past, but sometimes it's the way that you actually view the past. Your actions and your path ahead is what you do. For some of you, this could be going down memory lane. For some of you, the past could be coming back in a really big way. Now, the Moon card does represent Pisces, and we do have a Mercury retrograde taking place as of the 17th in the sign of Pisces, right? This is about your conscious mind coming back into that watery emotional place and really starting to understand what is taking place there. It's about reassessment, reevaluation, you know, redoing things. The fact that your past is coming back in some way, shape or form, for a lot of you Leos, and this is why I'm telling you so that you can be forewarned to be forearmed, right? If you know something is coming, then when it hits, even if it is shocking and surprising, you can be like, okay, yeah, you know what? I kind of knew that was coming. There could be some form of communication from somebody in your past this week. This person may be a Pisces. They could possibly be an Aries. They could also possibly be an Aquarius as well. Definitely possible under these cards. What I will say to you is this. Whatever way you find yourself treading down memory lane, just know that you are in control now and that you make the decisions from here on in. And ultimately, it could be that whatever or whoever it is that's coming back into your life now is doing so that you can see them exactly as they were, so that you can move beyond it, right? So that you can finally be ready to lay it to rest in some way, shape or form. Your Moon card as well, one of the other things is, this is about a complete full circle moment, a complete, rewriting or redoing of something, you know, or not even rewriting or redoing. It's more a case of you know, something coming full circle. So your communications and conversations this week, you have the Nine of Swords. Not an easy card. This kind of says that this week you could, I'm going to say it, you know, this week you could be being a bit of a drama queen, right? Now, what's the first thing that we notice here? We've got the Nine of Swords. Moon card is number 18. 1 and 8 gives you 9. Nines are all about completion. They're all about endings, full circle moments where you transcend whatever experience you've had up until now. Whatever it is that the conversation, the communication, whatever it is that comes back into your life this week, your goal, your mission, no matter what it is that comes, is to not get up in here about it and not to make a mountain out of a molehill. Deal with it exactly as it is, not through the guise of the past. Remember, you are present. No matter what's come up, no matter what has affected you in your life, you are always in the present moment. No matter how much of that past might have got under your skin, don't let it do so now. You are in control, right? That's what this is really trying to get across to you more than anything. The other thing with your Nine of Swords, right? Again, this whole idea of sleep, of dreams, all the rest of it is definitely coming through, but it is in your communications. So this week, if somebody comes to you with a crisis, with a turmoil, just be sure that you're actually seeing, that you're actually getting whatever it is that they're selling, right? Because it might not be you that's going through that's being a drama queen. It might be somebody else, and it might be that they're kind of not necessarily creating this on purpose, but it might be that, it's easier to be a victim and than it is to kind of just say, look, you know what, I actually want you to help me because I'm not sure I want to deal with this on my own. Sometimes it really is that kind of energy, and it could be that whoever it is that you're talking to this week, maybe somebody from your past is going through something and they kind of just show up and say, look, I need you to help me with this. You could be like, well, I haven't seen you in God knows how long, we don't even talk anymore, and all of a sudden you're kind of at my doorstep demanding that I help you. Okay, let's look at this. There could be that aspect of it, or it could be somebody that is in your life on a daily basis who is making more out of a situation than there actually is, so it might be that you're the voice of reason, just saying, look, you know what, let's look at it how it is, let's take it down from a 10, bring it down to a 5 and see where we're actually at. All right, so your money and materials this week. Money looks good, right? Aside from everything else that's going on, finances look good. Finances look like they're about to stabilize. So if you've had fluctuations or worries or concerns about your money, it does look like finances are going to regulate this week. You could either see some sort of an upswing, or you could see some sort of advancement, which is really nice. The Knight of Pentacles is determined to succeed in anything. And because he's looking directly at that pentacle, he's paying attention to the immediate needs, to the immediate finances, to the immediate materials that are available, whatever the resources are. So here in your money and materials, he's basically saying to you this week, finances are going to regulate and they're going to be good. Don't let somebody else's bad picture impact on your financial situation, right? So this week, whether you're single, whether you're partnered, look after your P's and Q's, all right? So your love and relations, you've got the 8 of Swords. This is going to be a pretty intense week, guys, I have to be honest, right? You're probably going to feel this one quite a lot. For those of you that are single, your 8 of Swords, constriction, confinement, right underneath the 9 of Swords. When I see this card, I always say to people, sometimes you've got to be in something for the long haul. Now, you're on a mission at the moment because you're determined to succeed. You're determined to find your way through something. You might not necessarily be able to do that with the current partner, or with the current prospects, should I say. So for those of you that are single, it does look like you really are considering, you know what, I think I might have dodged a bullet with that one. It just looks like you're going to be getting, in some respects, somebody might try to not give you the full picture, but you may already be privy to certain pieces of information that are really going to change your outlook on a lot of things. For those of you that are partnered, again, 8 of Swords, this week you and your partner could somewhat be at odds. Because they're either being a bit of a drama queen, because they're hyping something up to, to where it actually isn't or doesn't need to be. It could also be that this week you're kind of maybe feeling the burden of the responsibility of the relationship. So it does look like this week, my advice to you would be, let things play out before you think about broaching any really tough subjects. And on a family level, on a familial level, you've got the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. It does look like there's something brewing in the family. It does look like there's something that is going to need to be looked at. Something could very well come up this week that needs serious attendance. And if I'm completely honest with you, Leo, it does look like you're going to be the voice of reason. Now, if you saw the February Leo reading, I've never had anything like it in the 4 years that I've been doing this on YouTube. I've had other challenging spreads and stuff come up, but I've never had one like that. If you haven't seen it, please check it out just so that it gives you some sort of an overview. This is going to be a challenging, February's a challenging month for Leos. Do I believe that we'll get through it? Absolutely. Do I believe that March will be much better? 100%. It's just a case of now getting through this week and the week after. Upon which, though, because the Tower card always brings big changes, you might be looking at a very different picture to what you currently have. All right, so just consider that. It's going to be an interesting week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a great week. Take care, and I'll see you soon.